What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Christian Hanna Horror here today with a really fun Horror Mail Day. I've got 5 titles. Some of them are really cool special editions, and we're going to go over some of them. Some of these I've seen, some of these I haven't. The ones that I've seen, I'll give you my thoughts, opinions, and whether I think you should pick them up if you have not yet. So why don't we go ahead and get started with our very first movie of this Horror Mail Day. And I've actually had this for a few days and I forgot to show it, but it needs to be talked about. We Summon the Darkness. Now, We Summon the Darkness is this really, really fun movie with Alexandria Daddario, Amy Forsyth, and down. Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to one of my favorite shows growing up. We Summon the Darkness was this really cool movie about how back in the 80s, how heavy metal music was perceived to be the satanic thing where, you know, listening to the music would cause you to do bad things, would cause you to be evil. And what a twist in this movie. I'm not going to say it because I want you to see the film. If you have not seen the film, go to Walmart, pick this up. It's a cheap Blu-ray. I promise you, you will get some enjoyment out of it. Very fun. I love these types of movies. This is really, really fun. This came out from Lionsgate. And listen to me. Hold on. Johnny Knoxville was awesome in this movie. He needs to do more acting in movies like this. He is a great horror movie character. He can do a great job. My favorite part of the movie was Johnny Knoxville, character-wise, although Alexandria is, of course, a beautiful human being. Johnny, he sold it for me. Johnny was the thing that made me love this movie from an 8 to a 10. So if you have not seen We Summon the Darkness, I really implore you to check it out. What a fun little movie. Okay, guys, so next we have none other than a movie that I have not seen, but I have to see it. I have to see it. 88 Films Blu-ray release of Slaughterhouse Rock. Now, this is why I want to see this movie. Alcatraz once housed some of America's most infamous criminals, but nothing ever inhabited the island of the force of evil that encounters by some unprepared youngsters in 1988's fever dream surrealist horror Slaughterhouse Rock. There's Playboy Playmates in here. Apparently, this movie has amazing heavy metal tracks in it. And because of that, I was like, well, I've got to see it. I love my 80s hard rock. I love my Whitesnakes. I love my Dawkins. I love my Rats. I love Vinnie Vincent Invasion. All that stuff. I love it. And a late 80s movie that features a lot of heavy hard rock in it, I've got to see it. Plus, the cover art looks amazing. It looks like a vampire. Slaughterhouse Rock from 88 Films. This does have an American Blu-ray. I don't know if it's in print still, if you can find it. The reason I got this is because I looked for it and it was not available on Amazon or Diabolic DVD. This was available from 88films.com. Picked it up there. Pretty cheap, too. If you guys haven't gotten a region-free player, I have gotten a lot of use of it without double-dipping that much. I'm getting a lot of releases that are either out of print now in America or just cheaper, quite honestly, to get them online, including some of the shipping. You'd be surprised how cheap some of this stuff is to get. I'm loving it. All right, a film me and my wife are definitely going to be watching tomorrow for the 4th of July, Orca, the Killer Whale. Now, I've got to see this movie. Dino De Laurentiis presents. If that name doesn't sound familiar, Dino De Laurentiis produced some of the greats that we love. Army of Darkness, Halloween 2, I believe, Universal guy. And Orca, the Killer Whale. This is clearly a movie that's probably in response to the success of Jaws, right? Because this is a late 70s film. PG, haven't seen it, but I have heard good things about Orca the Killer Whale. And now listen, it's a movie about a killer whale. I am not expecting to see Jaws. I mean, Jaws is one of the greatest horror movies ever. But I think I'm going to get some enjoyment out of this. I think this looks pretty fun. And I love killer whales. Those are my favorite animals in the water. You know, sharks are number 2. Killer whales are number 1. I love killer whales. I think they're gorgeous animals. So I'm deadly excited. This just came out from Scream Factory, guys. Orca the Killer Whale. Coming up next, we have this beautiful second sight release of the film Upgrade by the great director Leigh Whannell, who I think is great. I mean, I really do. I think he's a fantastic writer-director, and this release is absolutely amazing. I saw this movie months and months ago and fell in love with it. I had no thought that I was going to like it as much as I did. Now, the Second Sight's release is something you can get online from secondsightfilms.com. Comes with this gorgeous poster, which is the cover of this that they have. A lovely book. This is like an Arrow release. A lovely book with information, and then a thick black case for the movie. This is Region B. You know, the 88 films are Region B. This is Region B. Orca is obviously a United States Scream Factory release. But Upgrade, guys, this movie must be watched. I absolutely love the film. If you have not checked it out, please, please, please. And the number one thing, I wanted to bring this last because I have never fallen in love with a modern film so much as this. I wanted to get this. Listen to me, guys. It is on Netflix now. Go watch it if you have not watched it. One of my favorite films in the world. 2014's The Guest. Now, this is another movie that is out of print in America on Blu-ray, but I got this on Amazon for cheap. It was under $18. The Guest, guys. I'm imploring you, if you have not seen this movie, for me, check it out. Message me on Instagram. Let me know what you think. Message me on Facebook, Twitter. Just please let me know what you guys think. This movie is so good. If you're a Halloween 3 fan, check out The Guest. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see the movie. Great cast, great story, great acting, great, absolutely great. I love this film. It's one of my favorite films of this era, the 2010s of horror. Fantastic. So please check that out, guys. That's this Horror Mail Day. Some great titles. I'm really excited to watch Slaughterhouse Rock. Can't wait to watch Orca the Killer Whale. You guys let me know. What in there have you seen that you love, or what are you implored to check out? I can't put over We Some of the Darkness enough. I can't put over Upgrade enough. And The Guest, my number one thing. If you watch anything from this list, for me, make it The Guest. This movie was amazing. Check it out. So thank you guys for this watching this horror haul. Christian Hanna Horror. Love you guys. I've got a huge package coming today from the mail. So this weekend will be very interesting on Christian Hanna Horror. So be ready.